Welcome back to the Midnight Fire. Tonight, the air is cold enough to snap branches, and the frost creeps across the glass. But there is one place where the frost cannot take hold. Deep in the Northern Territory, there is a lake that defies the laws of nature. No matter how brutal the winter, its surface remains black, oily, and liquid. They call it Blackwater Lake. And the reason it never freezes is because something below keeps it moving. On maps, it's just a blue dot, but to the locals of Pine Bluff, it's a no-go zone. The phenomenon started over a century ago, during the Great Freeze of 1912. When even the salt seas turned to slush, Blackwater Lake remained ripples. Science offered theories: geothermal vents, high salinity, underwater currents, but none of them explained why the water wasn't warm. It was freezing cold, yet it moved constantly, swirling in a slow, hypnotic counterclockwise rotation, as if stirred by a giant spoon. The local indigenous stories are much older. They speak of a celestial being, banished from the sky, and imprisoned at the bottom of the world, its eternal restlessness churning the water above. For generations, they've avoided its shores, warning that the water doesn't just stay liquid. It stays hungry. The modern legends began with Arthur Vance, a solitary fisherman who didn't believe in ghosts or old tales. In 1954, he rowed out to the center of the lake, claiming the naturally active fish would be sluggish in the cold depths and easy to catch. He never returned. His boat was found drifting the next day, perfectly intact. Inside, his half-eaten lunch was on the seat. His pipe was still filled with unsmoked tobacco. But the bottom of the boat, the hull was covered in deep, parallel gouges, scratches that looked like they were made by claws the size of a man's arm, scraping desperately from below, trying to get it. The local sheriff ruled it a simple drowning, but couldn't explain how a wooden rowboat could get those marks while floating on open water. Decades later, in 1990, a team of university researchers arrived to settle the mystery once and for all. They brought sonar, thermal cameras, and two experienced divers, Mark and Sarah. The plan was simple: map the bottom and find the heat source. The sonar pinged the depth at 300 feet, far deeper than the surrounding geography should allow. It was a perfect, cone-shaped pit. The divers, Mark and Sarah, descended into the black. For the first 20 minutes, the radio comms were routine. Muffled voices confirming depths, visibility reports, the sound of bubbles. Then, the sonar screen on the boat went blank, not broken, just empty. As if the bottom of the lake had suddenly vanished into an abyss. Sarah's voice crackled over the radio. Panicked, "It's not a vent," she screamed. "The floor is breathing. The whole floor is breathing." The telemetry showed their heart rates spiking. Then, Mark's tether snapped, not cut, but snapped by an immense, sudden force. His scream was cut short by a sound that the recording equipment struggled to process: a low, grinding frequency that vibrated the hull of the boat above. It was a guttural, biological sound, like stone grinding against stone, but alive. Sarah was pulled up, suffering from severe decompression sickness, rambling about, thousands of eyes opening in the silt, like stars in a dark sky. Mark was never found. His camera was never recovered. The official report listed the incident as equipment failure and a tragic drowning due to nitrogen narcosis causing hallucinations. The project was shut down, the data classified, but the locals know better. They know why the lake never freezes. It's not heat. It's constant movement, a restless, sleepless churning caused by something colossal pacing the confines of its cage, waiting for the ice to break or for someone foolish enough to enter the water. Sometimes, on the coldest nights, they say you can see a faint, bioluminescent glow deep beneath the surface, tracing the same slow, counterclockwise circle, over and over again. So if you find yourself in the north, and you see a patch of black water amidst the white snow, do not test the ice. Do not cast a line. Keep walking, and pray that whatever keeps the water liquid doesn't notice you passing by. You've been listening to the Midnight Fire. Sleep well if you can.